Welcome to Oluyole Estate, one of Ibadan's most serene and intentional environments, a place where structure meets peace and accessibility meets privacy. Minutes away from the pulse of the city, yet far enough to protect your peace, with proximity to places like Jericho, Ring Road Ibadan, and the ever-busy Challenge Ibadan Road. Oluyole connects you without overwhelming. This is where morning feels lighter, where your children can grow in peace, and where coming home feels like a reward, not just a location, but a lifestyle. Right here, in the heart of it all, stands something different. A home designed not just for today, but for the future. This is the Emerald Crest Oluyole, engineered for durability, crafted for elegance, and built for people who understand value beyond the surface. Every detail intentional, every space purposeful. Because a home is not just where you stay, it's where your life unfolds. Your quiet mornings, your bold decisions, your legacy. At GEOBROOKS, we don't just sell houses, we sell spaces where your future feels secure and your present feels complete. And this beautiful property is in close proximity to notable places like the Ace Mall, the Palms Shopping Mall, and other notable places here in this lovely city of Ibadan. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take this tour together. Whoever built this home did not just build to impress. Ladies and gentlemen, I must say that the developer of this property built with vision, purpose, and clarity. Ladies and gentlemen, this home that you're about to check out is not just any old home. It's one of those homes that makes you dove your heart. And starting with this living room, you will notice how big it is. Wow, this is just so beautiful. We have windows on this side as well. We also have windows on this beautiful side, which means that ventilation in this home is 100% constant. And it means that there will be heat, even when you don't have your AC on. I mean, we're not even running AC right now and I'm not sweating at all. So ventilation is 100% guaranteed in this beautiful property. And look at the chandelier right over here. This is beautiful. It is simple, smart, and not too bogus. It is classic as far as I'm concerned. And from this living room, we could actually flow through to the dining section right over here. Look at what we have here. This is a beautiful space right over here. You can have your dining at the center and have your chairs lined up round about it. And right over here we have the wash and basin, which means that when you're done eating, you can actually, just take a easy wash. The water flows beautifully. And from this dining, let us just go straight into the kitchen. Ladies and gentlemen, when you have a kitchen as beautiful as this, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you would agree with me that to cook sumptuous meal here will not be difficult. I mean, this is big. This is fantastic. We have a 5-way burner right on this part of the kitchen, and of course, there's a smoke extractor right over here. It extracts both heat and smoke. And on this side of the kitchen, we have your microwave right over here. And we have your oven right over here. Beautifully positioned for everyday cooking. And right here we have the plate rack. You can actually, put some of your plates right over here after you're done washing. And on this side as well, we have this beautiful one as well. Then there is enough cabinet space. Enough cabinet space. You could actually literally store whatever you want to store inside of the cabinet space. And you know, see, look up there. Many, enough, more than enough. And right over here is where we have the water heater, which is perfectly positioned right over there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the sink. This is beautiful. This is fantastic. Water flows easily. And this is another one. Let me cover this up. So you need to rinse your cup. You could do that right over there. And here is another outflow of water. So this sink will do justice to all cooking activities seamlessly. Ladies and gentlemen, this kitchen is a beautiful one, and I'm sure that you're gonna agree with me. And right over here is the island where you can actually do cooking activities. You could cut vegetables here, you know, you could do a lot of cooking activities on this place. It's a beautiful kitchen. And before I leave this kitchen, let me show you this space right over here. So this is actually where you're going to install your washing machine. I think we have space for just a single washing machine right over here. And before I go, I want us to take a look at the store. This is the storeroom right over here. All right, here you can actually store your food items easily here. So moving right along, we're gonna go upstairs right now to check out what we have on the first floor of this beautiful home. Ladies and gentlemen, let us take this walk together. A family lounge just as big as this, ladies and gentlemen, family bonding will be so seamless. Just take a look at the space that this place wields. My God, this is so big. This is fantastic. It's such a beautiful and big space that, you know, for the kids you could actually just have, you know, 3 seaters, 2 seaters, and you know, they could play video games. Right over here where you have your TV. And one thing about this house is that for every space there is CCTV camera, and there is also provisions for the AC conduit, all pre-installed into the wall. Ladies and gentlemen, this home is such a beauty to behold. Let me walk you through the rooms that we have in this beautiful home. Let's take a look at the room right over here. This is room number 2. There's one on the ground floor, and this is another room right over here, and it comes with its private, personal convenience right over here. You can actually take a shower seamlessly here. It's spacious enough. It's not so tight. It's just very spacious. And from this room, we're gonna check out the room right next to this room. There's a space right over here. It's a beautiful room. Let's turn on the lights and kick off the show. It's a beautiful room right over here. It's spacious, just as you would have it. And this is the private convenience right over here. Let me turn on the lights. It's also spacious enough. You can have your bath here seamlessly. And you know, it comes with a cubicle, the shower, the water heater right over there, and of course, the wash and basin, and water flows seamlessly. Let us move into another space. And before I go, I noticed that the wardrobe is just right over here, and it's a big wardrobe right over here. Such a beautiful one. Let us go and check out the other rooms. This is the mistress room as far as I'm concerned, and it's the second largest room in this beautiful home. Ladies and gentlemen, I can guarantee you that when we enter into the master's bedroom, you are going to be blown off. I can guarantee that. So let's quickly take a look at what we have right over here. We have this walk-in closet right over here. and the wardrobe size is such a big one. You could store your clothes here seamlessly. And right next to the walk-in closet is the convenience, which is also spacious enough. You have your cubicle right over here, the shower right over there, the WC right over here, and right over here is where we have the wash and basin, and water flows seamlessly. Let us flow into the next beautiful floor. And before I leave this room, let me just show you what we have right over here. You could just come outside and, have a sit out right over here. We have this lovely space right over here. Look at this. It's such it's a big veranda, and this leads straight back into the room. This is beautiful, isn't it? Now I'm going to take you to the next floor of this beautiful home. All right, so we're moving right into the master's bedroom right now. Welcome to the master's. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what a master's bedroom should look like. This is huge. This is big. This is royal as far as I'm concerned. Look at the space you have right over here. In fact, I might be confused on how I'm going to arrange this place because it's such a big space. So, but then, I believe your interior decor would be able to do justice to this space that we have right over here. It's such a big space. And let us just go straight to the closet of this beautiful home. This is a closet right over here. You have this lovely walk-in closet, enough space to store your shoes and your bags, enough space to do whatever activity you want to do right here in this space. And right beside the space, we have the kitchenette, which means that if you need to do a little cooking activity, you can actually do it right over here. Water flows seamlessly. And then let us flow into the restroom of this beautiful edifice. The restroom for the masters. And right over here we have two lovely wash and basins for the madam and the man of the house. And right over here we have this beautiful closet. We have the bathtub right over here, and we have the cubicle right over here. This cubicle is actually spacious enough. And right over here we have the shower, such a beautiful one. This is beauty to behold, ladies and gentlemen. And before I go, I noticed that we have this beautiful water heater right over there, as well as a space where you can actually store some items that you use in your restroom. And then we also have another lovely space right over here as small drawers where you can actually store items that you use in your restroom. And before I go, one more thing right over here, we have this space where you can actually hang your towel probably after or before you have your bath. This is beauty to behold. Ladies and gentlemen, this home is a fantastic home. So this beautiful home actually comes with a lot of facilities, which includes the fire alarm system right over here. We have Bluetooth speaker systems on each of the floors, and we have CCTV cameras installed in every important place right in this beautiful home. And you know what? With 460 million naira only, you can actually be the lucky owner of this beautiful edifice located right in the heart of Oluyole Estate here in the lovely city of Ibadan. You know what to do already. Our numbers are displayed on your screen right now. Put a call through to us. Let us broker this beautiful home. This beautiful home also comes with a 10 kVA solar inverter. What else are you looking for in a beautiful home that this property doesn't come with? Ladies and gentlemen, this is more than you can actually request for. So God forbid we have fire outbreak in this beautiful home. God forbid. We have units of 6 kilograms of fire extinguisher, and this makes a whole lot of sense as far as I'm concerned, because this is more like the first time I'm going to see this kind of, facility in the homes that we sell. So it makes a lot of sense to me. Of course, a lovely property like this cannot be built on just a small piece of land. This 5-bedroom home with an attached boys' quarters that comes with its own personal kitchenette is built on 6,458 square foot, which is approximately 600 square meters of land. And it's right here in the heart of Oluyole Estate, here in this beautiful city of Ibadan. I'll see you in the next beautiful home.